In the Grand Galactic Council Hall, laughter filled the air. Thousands of alien species from across the galaxy had gathered. Bright lights danced above their heads. Floating screens showed images of different civilizations, their armies, their technology, their achievements. Then came Earth's turn. A soft blue hologram of Earth appeared in the center. It rotated slowly. The words below it said, Species 008923, Homo sapiens human, and just like that. The laughter began again. They still used combustion engines. One insect-like alien chuckled. They cry when someone dies, added a red-skinned reptilian delegate. Can you believe that? They've never even stepped outside their solar system. An octopus-like creature wheezed with amusement. The laughter turned cruel. To the council, humans were a joke, weak, overly emotional, primitive. They were allowed to observe the galaxy but were never invited into the council. Earth was simply a curious experiment, like a child trying to copy adults. They think they're clever, said a tall green ambassador from the Krath Empire. But they hide behind silence. They refuse to speak in council sessions. What are they planning? A poetry contest? More laughter. But far away, deep beneath the icy surface of Antarctica, no one was laughing. Inside a cold, hidden bunker, completely invisible to satellite scans, 3 people stood in front of an old control panel. Dust covered the floor. The air was still. The only sound was the hum of a machine that hadn't been powered in years. A man in a black uniform looked at the others. It's time, he said. Send the signal. The woman beside him hesitated. Once we send it, there's no turning back. He nodded slowly. Good. Her hand hovered over a rusted switch. Then she pulled it down. Click. Far beneath the surface, a long-forgotten system came to life. Red lights turned green. Cooling fans spun up. Massive screens lit up with alien code and hidden data. And somewhere in the dark void beyond Pluto, something moved. Back in the Galactic Hall, the mocking continued. A hologram of a human family laughing and dancing was played. It made the delegates laugh harder. How can they fight anyone when they waste time singing songs? An alien general barked. The council leader, a being made of pure energy, raised its glowing hands. Enough, it said. We will continue to observe this species. They are not ready. But Commander Dravik, a respected warrior from the Zarnan Empire, didn't laugh. His sharp eyes watched the Earth's hologram carefully. They are too quiet, he said. What do you mean? Asked his assistant. Every species screams when they are threatened. They beg. They fight, or they ask for help. But humans say nothing. Maybe because they are weak, the assistant offered. Or maybe Dravik whispered, they are hiding something. Meanwhile, above Earth, invisible alien satellites observed everything. These satellites were part of Project Celestial Lens, created by the Council to watch Earth's every move. But one of the satellites blinked for just half a second. Its feed cut out. When it came back, everything looked normal. But something had changed. Far beyond Neptune, something large and dark had moved. In a quiet control room in the Amazon rainforest, hidden under a fake mountain, a man named Director Voss watched old files. Dozens of secret human bases across the world came online. The screen showed blinking green dots. One in Alaska. One in the Mariana Trench. One on the dark side of the moon. And one just left Pluto's shadow. Voss smiled. It begins, he whispered. The council still believed Earth had nothing. That their silence was weakness. But humanity had never been weak. They had just been watching, learning, preparing, since the first alien broadcast was detected in 1967. The world's top scientists, leaders, and soldiers had quietly created Echo Protocol, a global mission to fake Earth's weakness and hide its real strength. Nations united in secret. Wars were ended early. The media was controlled. Space programs were slowed down on purpose. Why? So no one would ever guess what humanity was building in the shadows. Now, after decades of silence, after being the galaxy's joke, a black ship shaped like a spear silently moved out of Pluto's shadow. No engines burned, no signals were sent, was completely invisible to alien tech. But deep inside, it carried something the galaxy had never seen. Project Seraphim. A weapon that was never supposed to be used. Until now, above the blue planet. Called Earth, the alien scout ship Sarkin 7 hovered silently. Inside the ship, laughter echoed just like the council hall. Commander Creever, a snake-like alien with glowing red eyes, looked at Earth through the glass. "This is the famous human planet," he hissed. "Where's the power? Where's the defense?" A young alien officer chuckled. "Ha, they don't even know we're here. We should broadcast It Lived to the galaxy." Creever grinned. "Yes, let's show the universe what a joke Earth really is." He pressed a button. A holographic camera floated before him. Transmission started live from orbit. Species 008923. Homo sapiens Galactic newsfeed. Greetings. "Fellow citizens of the galaxy," Creever began. "Today we bring you live images of a truly ancient and emotional species, humans." The screen showed cities below: New York, Islamabad, Tokyo. Cars moved like ants. Humans walked, talked, and smiled. To alien eyes, it looked primitive. "They don't even see us," Creever continued. "They still breathe oxygen. Can you imagine?" Laughter filled the control room. But no one noticed the silent alert that had just triggered inside a bunker under Greenland. A red light blinked. Unidentified aerial contact protocol. Status: active response on Earth, deep underground. Echo Protocol's AI system came alive. A mechanical voice spoke. "Foreign vessel detected in low orbit. Identity: non-human. Mode: broadcast. Status: hostile ridicule. Activating response: Sentinel-1." In an abandoned mountain base, once thought to be an old nuclear test site, something giant moved. A platform opened. And from the Earth, something rose. A sleek black object shot. Into the sky, no fire, no noise, only movement. Straight up. Back on Sarkin 7, an officer looked at the radar screen. His smile faded. "Commander, something's rising from the surface." Creever laughed. "A rocket. How cute." "No, sir. It's not slowing down." The screen turned red. Target. Locked. Boom. The ship shook violently. Smoke filled the cabin. Alarms screamed. The walls cracked. "What hit us?" Creever shouted. "No missile. It came from directly below. No heat trail. No warning. Shut off the broadcast." He yelled, "Too late." Across the galaxy, millions watched the screen as Creever's ship broke apart. The last image, a black blur slicing the ship in half. Then, signal lost. At the council hall, silence. No laughter, no jokes, just silence. An emergency report flashed. Scout ship Sarkin 7 destroyed. No survivors. Attack origin: Earth technology unknown. Status: undetectable. Someone whispered, but they didn't even fire a weapon. Commander Dravok, who had suspected Earth all along, stood slowly. "I warned you," he growled. "They were too quiet." The council leader asked, "Should we send another ship?" Dravok shook his head. "No, not yet. Need to understand this." Far away in a hidden human station under the Himalayas, Director Voss watched the explosion on a secure channel. He said nothing. Behind him, a soldier smiled. "Target removed, sir." Voss nodded. "Let the council wonder. Let them fear." He turned to a screen showing Earth cities in real time. "They think it was a test," he said. "They have no idea that was just a shadow drone." Meanwhile, in deep space, the black spear-shaped ship from Pluto drifted quietly. It was unmanned, silent, but something inside it blinked. A message: Sarkin 7 destroyed. Threat level confirmed. Begin Phase 2. Mimic Shield. Do not engage unless observed. Maintain Go status. Then the ship disappeared. Literally. 2 alien eyes. It never existed. A small pirate news station from the edges of the galaxy captured the end of the Sarkin 7 live stream and replayed it. The host looked directly into the camera and said, "I don't know what just happened, but if that was Earth, we've been laughing at the wrong species." Final scene, end of part 2. A new signal appears at the edge of the solar system. Cryptid complex. Only one line translates clearly: "We were warned." In a dark chamber of the Galactic Council, emergency lights glowed red. 3 scout ships had been lost near Earth. No distress signal, no warning, just silence. Whispers moved across the room like wind through dead leaves. The council leader raised a hand. "We need eyes on the ground." Commander Dravik stepped forward. "I'll send my best covert team. They must not be seen," said the council leader. "And they must not die." Dravik gave a cold smile. "They fail, ... then the galaxy has far bigger problems." 3 small stealth pods left a cloaked mothership orbiting Saturn. Each pod carried 1 alien operative trained in disguise. Stealth and survival. Their mission: land on Earth, observe humans, find out how they destroyed Sarkin 7, then vanish without a trace. The pods entered the atmosphere, invisible to radar. They landed in 3 different places: Karachi, Pakistan, New York, USA, Nairobi, Kenya. Agent Zarn, Karachi Zarn. A gray-skinned alien with shape-shifting skin took the form of a young human man. He walked through crowded streets, observing. People laughed, bought food, played cricket, listened to music. No sign of advanced weapons, no sign of war. But Zarn noticed something strange. Every camera on every building turned slightly when he passed. Every child he passed stared at him too long, too deep. One kid, selling candy, handed him a note without speaking. Zarn opened it. It said, "We see you." Agent Lura, New York Lura, took the shape of a businesswoman and moved through Times Square. She recorded everything: phones, traffic, energy grids. "Primitive," she whispered. But the more she walked, the more things felt staged. Why were traffic lights changing perfectly on time? Why did no one bump into her on the busy street? She entered a cafe, sat down. A man placed coffee in front of her. She hadn't ordered anything. He smiled and whispered, "Nice disguise, Laura." She froze. He walked away. Agent Driss Nairobi. Driss moved through the markets of Nairobi with a scanner hidden in his eye. He tried to scan human tickets, signals, but instead the scanner overloaded. Error. False signal detected. Every signal was fake. The buildings were real, the people were real, but the data, all planted. He looked up and saw a bird land on a wire. Except it wasn't a bird. It was watching him, recording and smiling. That night, all 3 agents sent the same report: human behavior to perfect. Possible artificial guidance. Unknown eyes tracking us. We are being watched. The council never received the full message, because within 1 hour, all 3 agents vanished. No alarms, no trace. Just gone. Inside a black site buried beneath Iceland, a calm voice spoke inside a room filled with holograms. 3 unauthorized foreign life forms terminated. Level 1 security remains uncompromised. No human exposure detected. Director. Voss watched the screen without emotion. He sipped his coffee. "Did we learn anything new?" he asked. A young officer replied, "Yes, sir. They sent scouts in disguise. Good ones. But not better than our counterintelligence AI." Voss nodded. "Then they're getting nervous. That's good." Meanwhile, the Galactic Council was panicking. "What do you mean? No signal from our best spies?" One leader shouted. "They were invisible," said another. Earth should not even be able to detect them. Kremanda Dravik stood quiet. He remembered his own words. They are hiding something. He turned and walked away without a word. In his personal quarters, he activated a private channel. Begin operation, he whispered. Prepare the fleet. We test their reaction. Back on Earth, a boy in Peshawar drew a picture with crayons. His teacher walked by and smiled until she saw the image. It showed 3 aliens, landing in 3 cities. She stared at him, shocked. Where did you see this? The boy just smiled. In my dream, in the sky above, the Black Spear Ship project. Seraphim silently followed an alien satellite as it orbited Earth. No one saw it, no one heard it. But one message was stored inside its core. In war, the first victory is knowing your enemy. The second is letting them think they know you. End of part 3, to be continued in part 4. The first strike, would you like part 4 next? Or do you want help with voiceover dialogue, background sound effects, or the silence after the failed spy mission was loud? Across the galaxy, alien news stations were confused. First, Sarkin 7 was destroyed. Then, 3 elite agents disappeared on Earth. No explanation, no warning, only shadows. In the Galactic Council, fear replaced laughter. Still, some refused to believe the danger. They're bluffing, growled Admiral Krull of the Krell Dominion. They destroyed a scout ship. So what? Let's send a real fleet and show them their place. Commander Dravik did not speak. He stared at the dark hologram of Earth. It showed nothing. No signals, no defense grid. No visible weapons. To clean, to calm. Something was wrong. Same day, a small Zarnan fleet of 7 warships arrived near Saturn. Their mission, intimidation. Their orders, fly close to Earth. Send a warning broadcast. Make the humans panic. No weapons, just fear. The fleet moved in slowly, just past Saturn's rings. They positioned themselves in formation, shining bright, and loud for Earth's telescopes to see. From the lead ship, Vandrex 1, Admiral Krull gave the order. Open, all comes. Let Earth hear us. A voice echoed across human satellites in dozens of languages. People of Earth, you are being observed by the powers of the galaxy. You will not attack again. You will surrender your weapons. This is your only warning. But Earth said nothing. No reply, no movement, no signal. Admiral Krull laughed. Weaklings. He turned away from the screen, but something appeared behind the fleet. A cloud, dark, silent, growing fast. Krull froze. What is that? He asked. Ship's AI replied, unknown anomaly. No heat, no energy, no motion. Wait, it's not a cloud. The cloud shifted direction toward them. Dozens of small objects flew out of it, black, shaped like blades, too fast to track. Shields up, Krull shouted. Too late, for Zarnan ships were destroyed in under 30 seconds. No explosions, no lasers, they were cut, sliced apart with perfect precision. One ship tried to run, it vanished off radar. Never found. Only Vandrex 1 survived barely. Its engines dead, hull broken, floating near Jupiter. Inside, Admiral Krull bled from a deep cut on his face. His command crew were gone. He crawled toward the escape pod. Before entering, he looked out the cracked window. A single human drone hovered there, smooth, black, and silent. It didn't fire, it just watched him, then vanished. Back on Earth, deep under the ruins of a forgotten Cold War station in Siberia, Director Voss stood inside a circular room. A single red dot blinked on the wall screen. Zarnan fleet neutralized. 1 survivor allowed. Message delivered, Voss whispered. Perfect. A soldier beside him asked, why let one go? Voss smiled. Because fear spreads faster when one man tells the story. 2 hours later, Admiral Krull's escape pod was found by a Krell war patrol. He was shaking, silent, eyes wide. They were shadows, he muttered. They didn't shoot, they just erased us. The Galactic Council was in chaos. Species that once mocked humans now held emergency meetings. The Vari Empire called for peace talks. The Graal Syndicate went completely silent. Council leader finally asked the question no one wanted to ask. What if humans were never weak? What if they wanted us to think they were? In a hidden lab on the dark side of the moon, a group of AI supercomputers ran silent simulations. Results kept appearing. Humanity has already mapped alien weaknesses. Estimated countermeasures, 92% successful against known fleets. Conclusion, Earth is no longer prey. Earth is a trap. Meanwhile, in a small village in Uganda, a farmer looked up at the sky and saw 3 black objects fly silently overhead. No lights, no sound. He pulled out an old radio and whispered, "They're back." A voice replied through static. "Let them watch. Let them wonder." Phase 3 is almost ready. Final scene, end of part 4. In the deepest level of an underwater base near the Mariana Trench, a large metal door opened. Behind it stood a human-like figure, glowing softly, covered in armor unlike anything made on Earth. The room spoke. Project Seraphim. Primary unit awakened. Hostile contact confirmed. Target, Galactic Council fleet. Status, awaiting final orders. The figure opened its eyes. Let them come. The Galactic Council was divided. Half of them wanted peace. The other half wanted war. But no one wanted to face Earth again, not after what happened to the Zarnan fleet. News spread fast. Earth had advanced weapons. Earth had invisible ships. Earth had erased powerful enemies without even speaking. Still, many believed it was a fluke. They must have stolen alien tech. One council member argued. They got lucky, said another. But Commander Dravik shook his head. He said we underestimated them for too long. Now, we must understand them before it's too late. On Earth, in a mountain facility near K2, a large metallic door hissed open. Behind it stood hundreds of soldiers, not ordinary humans. They didn't blink. They didn't breathe. They were synthetics, AI-grown warriors built from scratch, created underground in secret labs all over the world. This was Project Ironwake, humanity's hidden army. Each synthetic looked human, but wasn't stronger than any soldier, faster than any machine, programmed with only one purpose: protect Earth, destroy any threat from space. Director Voss walked between the soldiers. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't afraid. He looked tired but focused. Are they ready? He asked. A technician replied. Unit 43 just completed tactical learning. They're now fluent in 900 alien dialects. Battle simulations at 98% success rate. Good, said Voss. Bring them online. In Brazil, under the Amazon rainforest, another facility came. Online, underground, massive bunkers opened. Mobile battle platforms designed to walk through deserts, mountains, and oceans began to rise. One of them was over 200 meters tall. Its name. Goliath-01, a human engineer, looked at the glowing screen and whispered, "We pretended to be ants. Now we show them the swarm. Across the world, hidden factories, long thought to be abandoned, powered up. Each had been producing parts for over 70 years, piece by piece, unnoticed. Together, they formed Earth's silent fleet. Not just one ship, but hundreds. Each ship had stealth technology, gravitational weapons, and hull material no alien scanner could detect, and they had been waiting. Back in space, a small alien probe drifted past Earth's orbit. Suddenly, it froze. Its data corrupted. Its camera stopped. From behind it, a human stealth drone appeared, silent, black, invisible too. Alien tech. It tapped the probe once, and the probe disintegrated. Inside the Galactic Council hall, emergency sessions were called. Aliens screamed over each other. Earth is building weapons. They lied to us for centuries. Where did they get these resources? Why didn't we see this coming?" Dravik stood slowly and raised his voice. "'Cause they made us see what they wanted us to see." A secret file was revealed on the Council's database. It came from the Grawl Syndicate, one of the few who had tried spying on Earth 100 years ago. It was labeled Echo Protocol Origin Year, 1967. The file showed a message captured from Earth radio frequencies. The only way to survive is to disappear. Since that day, humanity had been preparing, pretending to be weak, faking conflict, slowing their tech on purpose, hiding their real cities underground, feeding the galaxy false data. In a bunker under Cape Town, a young officer looked at the map on a giant screen. The Earth had changed. The surface looked peaceful, but underground, it was a fortress. 13 megabases, 9 shipyards, 22 AI labs, each built in silence, each ready to launch. The officer asked, "Why didn't we just warn the galaxy? Why the lies?" An old general answered, "We tried warning them 200 years ago. They laughed." Above Earth, in high orbit, Earth's silent fleet finally revealed itself. Not all of it, just 12 ships, enough to send a message. Each ship turned on one small light and sent the same message in over 300 alien languages. "This is Earth. We are awake. Stand down or be brought down." Back at the Council, panic turned to fear. Some species began to surrender without a fight. Others turned their ships away from Earth immediately. A few demanded more information. But the truth was now clear. Earth was not behind. Earth was ahead, quietly, cleverly, dangerously, and the galaxy had no idea how deep the rabbit hole went. Final scene end of Part 5 in Deep Space. A Council warship is found drifting empty. Its crew gone. Only one message plays on repeat. "You thought we were soft. You thought we were slow. You thought wrong." To be continued in Part 6. End of laughter. Let me know if you'd like Part 6 next, the final and most intense chapter. Or I can help you create voiceover scripts with speaker labels. Sean Basine, breakdown for video. Editing AI-generated image prompts for thumbnails and visuals. Your call, Commander. They laughed at humanity till we fought back written. In third person, simple, basic English with a powerful, dramatic conclusion full of suspense, fear, and final justice. Approx 850 words. Part 6. End of laughter. The galaxy laughed at Earth. Now Earth decides who gets to survive. The Galactic Council Hall, once loud with jokes and gossip, was now cold and quiet. No laughter, no mocking voices, only fear. 12 Earth ships floated just outside the edge of Council space, each one shaped like a blade. Each one completely silent. No lights, no engines, no signals. But every ship sent the same message, blinking slowly across the stars. Judgment begins. In a hidden chamber, the council leader, a being of pure energy, spoke with trembling light. "We must talk to them," it said. "Offer peace. Offer tribute, anything." But Commander Dravik shook his head. "It's too late. You all made jokes when we should have made friends." On Earth, the world was quiet too, but not in fear. In focus, every hidden base, every ship, every AI, every soldier was ready. For centuries, humanity had watched the stars in silence. They studied every alien language, every weakness, every tactic. They let the galaxy laugh. And now it was time to speak. Above the galactic capital planet, Earth's flagship arrived. It was called the Revenant. No ship had ever moved like it. It didn't warp, it didn't fly, it simply appeared. As if space had bent around it. Its black surface reflected no light. Its core was powered by something the galaxy had never seen: artificial dark matter. Inside the ship, Director Voss stood beside the armored figure known only as Seraphim, the first AI-human hybrid ever created. "Are the council ready?" Voss asked. Seraphim's voice was calm. "They will listen now." A channel opened. Every council member, Every newsfeed, every pirate station, every ship. They all received one signal. A human face appeared. No soldiers, no threats, just a calm man with gray eyes. He spoke softly. We asked for peace. You laughed. We asked for silence. You sent spies. We defended ourselves. You sent fleets. Now we offer one final choice. The screen went black. Then two words appeared. Join us or vanish. Across the galaxy, panic broke out. One planet, Tralakai V, launched missiles at one of Earth's outer beacons in fear. The missiles vanished mid-space, not destroyed, erased, as if time had skipped around them. On a barren moon nearby, a message burned itself into the surface. That was your only shot. Back on Earth, Seraphim walked through the control deck of the Revenant. Behind him, thousands of synthetic soldiers stood in perfect formation waiting for a command. Voss turned to him. Do we destroy the council? He asked. Seraphim looked out the window at the silent planet below. No, we give them a gift. That gift came in the form of Project Mira, massive AI file uploaded to every council computer. It revealed every lie Earth had told, every trick, every hidden move. It also showed the truth. Earth had cured over 300 alien diseases without telling anyone. Earth had saved dying stars using secret tech just to study reactions. Earth had stopped 7 civil wars on other planets using covert teams, and yet the galaxy called them primitive. Now they knew. Earth had allowed them to think that. Some alien empires kneeled instantly. Others begged for alliances. Only a few tried to resist. One by one, their fleets vanished, not destroyed. Taken where? No one knew. Rumors spread. Earth had created a prison dimension. A black space where time froze. A place where enemies waited forever. Alive but forgotten. In the council hall, Dravik stood alone. The rest had either surrendered or escaped. Then the doors opened. Seraphim entered. Alone, no guards, no army, just silence. Dravik raised his weapon. I am not afraid. Seraphim looked at him. No anger, no hate. You are the only one who saw the truth, he said. You may live. And with that, Seraphim vanished. 1 week later, Earth entered the Galactic Council. Not as a guest, not as a joke, as the new leader. The same hall. Where they were once laughed at, now stood in silence as the human flag unfurled above the central table. One line was written beneath it. We watched, we waited, we won. Epilogue. On a small planet far from the council's reach, a child asked his grandfather, "Is it true that humans used to be the weakest?" The old alien smiled. Sadly, yes. We laughed at them. The child asked, "Why don't we laugh anymore?" The old one looked up at the stars and whispered, "Because they taught us. The quietest ones are the ones you should fear the most."